Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're well. Today we're in a brand new season, the season of spring, and the final season for update 18 till we change over to update 19. But today we're going to be completing this week's Forzathon challenges, Everyday Hero, for this all-important 200 Forzathon points and the much-needed percentage towards the spring season and the festival playlist. So if you're new around here, definitely consider subscribing, and let's crack on with Everyday Hero. Just before we jump into this week's Forzathon challenges, there are plenty of cars and rewards to unlock this week, but one that stands out more than most is the Toyota Torino. It's finally back in the Forza series. For completing this week's seasonal championship is that a Supra. We're not doing that today. We will be doing that in the next couple of days. We'll complete the whole festival playlist, grab that 80% completion. But today, we'll crack on with the weekly Forzathon challenges. Chapter 1, the whole shebang. Own and drive any retro saloon. To kick things off then, head on over to your garage and filter by retro saloons. Now, there are plenty of cars to choose from, and I have tunes available for pretty much every car in this category. Just search my gamer tag at Skippy4631, or the file name is Skippy YouTube. But the car I'm going to be using is the 1987 Ford Sierra Cosworth RS, running 395 horsepower, 326 foot-pounds of torque, four-wheel drive, Class A 800, and can be picked up in the auto showroom for as cheap as 66,000 credits. Own and drive, quite simply hop outside your festival house or castle, drive 2 or 3 seconds down the road, the whole shebang completed. So with Chapter 1, the whole shebang, own and drive completed, it's on to Chapter 2, baggage handler. Pack your bags, we're all going on a holiday. Drive your retro saloon a total of 20 miles, preferably to the nearest beach. For this chapter, you have some options available to get it to complete. You can drive aimlessly around the free roam map. You can drive up and down the motorway, probably the fastest way of getting this done. You could do some standard Forza Horizon 4 races, earning some credits and some influence along the way. Or you can use the blueprint creator, search for a race that is 20 miles long and do it in one big hit. Again, earning you some credits and some influence along the way. It's entirely up to you how you get this chapter done. For me, to get this chapter done, I'm just going to drive aimlessly around the free roam map until I hit that 20-mile objective. There we go, 20 miles complete, baggage handler completed. With Chapter 2, baggage handler complete, driving a total of 20 miles in our retro saloon, it's on to Chapter 3, run of the mill. Turn the ordinary into extraordinary by earning 3 stars at the Broadway windmill danger sign with a retro saloon. The Broadway windmill danger sign is located to the left of Broadway, just on the south side of the map, and we're looking for a 3-star objective of 1,200 feet. If you can't achieve that, do not panic. If you get 1 star or 2 stars, it will still count. You just need to do it more times. It's a consecutive amount of stars. We are going to be switching cars for this chapter to the 1990 Vauxhall Lotus Carlton, running 1,212 horsepower, 831 foot-pounds of torque, four-wheel drive, Class S2 943, and be picked up in the auto showroom for 70,000 credits. Here we go, the Broadway windmill danger sign. We're looking for about 200 miles an hour through the windmill, and we should reach that 1,200 foot objective. There we go, nice and easy, 1,480.35 feet. Nice and easy, that's 3 stars obtained. And hopefully in a second, run of the mill completed. So with Chapter 3, run of the mill completed, earning 3 stars at the Broadway windmill danger sign. It's on to Chapter 4, Bodacious. Prove once and for all that your retro saloon is a cool car by winning a street scene event at Edinburgh Newtown. Once again, head on over to your map, but this time filter by the street scene championship, and Edinburgh Newtown is located on the right hand side of Edinburgh. If you don't have this race unlocked, just play through the street scene series and eventually you will unlock Edinburgh Newtown. It is a sprint race and one of the shorter sprint races in the street scene series. For the weekly Forzathon races, difficulty does not matter, so there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be, and you do need to win to get this complete, so I'm knocking it down to average. And across the line, in first place, completing the 4th chapter, Bodacious. And that concludes this week's Forzathon Challenges Everyday Hero. So with all 4 chapters completing this week's Forzathon Challenges, that was worth 15% towards your spring season and grabbing 200 Forzathon points if you own Lake Lodge. If you don't own Lake Lodge, it's just 100 Forzathon points for you. Let's go ahead and check out the Forzathon shop. The Forzathon shop this week, in my view, is actually a pretty good one. The first card for grabs is a 1988 BMW M5 Forza Edition for 600 Forzathon points. And the second card for grabs is the 1970 Ferrari 512S for 500 Forzathon points. Both these cars are Will Spin exclusives, so if you don't have them, please do be grabbing them. We have the See Me Whip and the Wah car horn, 100 Forzathon points each for these two. And if you've got some spare Forzathon points knocking around, go ahead and grab a normal wheel spin for 40 Forzathon points, or a super wheel spin for 150 Forzathon points. As I say, this week's Forzathon shop is a pretty good one with that M5 Forza Edition and that 512S from Ferrari, both wheel spin exclusive cars. If you don't have them, definitely be grabbing them. Something I have noticed though is time remaining is 3 days, 20 hours and 12 minutes. That means the Forzathon shop this week is due to change on Monday, maybe during the live stream for update 19 or just after. Usually the Forzathon shop, as we all know, changes on a Thursday with the season change, but this is saying 3 days, 20 hours and 12 minutes. Let me know down in the comments what you think on this. So there we go guys, this week's Forzathon challenges done and dusted. If you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing because we do this every week, and we will be completing the festival playlist in the next couple of days, grabbing all of the rewards along the way, and that brand new to Forza Horizon 4 Toyota Torino. So as always, thank you so much for watching and have an awesome day.